One of the things that I've always been very privileged was always to have folks that were really concerned about my learning. Even though I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, I was always in the magnet program. I was always in these distinguished programs where people were paid to care about how I learned. And because of that, I've been able to, dream crazy possibilities because people cared about my learning. When we first started the company, EVSE technician, that terminology didn't exist. My co-founder worked with the U.S. Department of Labor to create that position. We worked with the Society of Automotive Engineers to legitimize a certification program. And then we created a learning and development department that essentially went and trained across the U.S. They trained over 1,000 people and did it in a way that was so intentional about adult learners, no matter what is the economic status of that learner. And so we've been able to do that in such an impactful way that learning and development department is now its own company. And now they are training not only on EV charging stations, but a whole suite of things that are tied to climate tech, and with that same level of care. ChargerHelp at its core is a reliability management company for electric vehicle charging stations. ChargerHelp is unique because we utilize data from the field. We believe that computers cannot tell you everything about itself, and so we work with technicians across the U.S. in order to understand when a station does break, what is happening, and what can you learn from essentially the troubleshooting mechanisms in order to prevent it from breaking the next time.
We are at the ChargerHelp headquarters, our training hub. This is where we bring technicians to train and learn more about the assets that we fix and use our technology on. So super excited to be in South LA, where we are preparing people for the future. She's just brilliant, and it really doesn't matter what space you put her in. Right now we happen to be in the space of ChargerHelp, so we're adorned with her brilliance here and how she works, but she's brilliant with her family, she's brilliant with her friends, she's brilliant with how she thinks of the world. Brilliant is the word I would choose for Kameale.
No fault to certain folk that deal with problems a certain way, because everybody's taught it. My dad started his own company, I think when he was 22 or 23. And so I grew up in a home of a man that really, believed that anything was possible. And really taught us a lot about, problem solving. That was the one always big joke at our house, is that our computers never worked. And my dad would be like, you guys can figure it out. What it took to take care of your customers, what it took to have good work ethic, what it took to take pride in your work. I saw that with my dad. And I also learned early on that I never wanted to own my own company. I was just like, you know what, that's a lot. She prepared me to be who I am today from a resiliency standpoint. And she also empowered me to always trust myself, and just to know that that there's nothing I can't do. I don't think if I ever told my mom anything that I did, she was never surprised. She'd just be like, of course. Why wouldn't you have done X, Y, and Z? Of course. So that's something that I hold near and dear to me.